Alyssa, this really is the calm before the storm.
Not again.
The problem is...
Many actors who were on track to become legends died so young that they left an everlasting impression on the hearts of their fans. Today, we're going to talk about Hollywood actors who passed away before the age of 30. Gone too soon, but never forgotten. 1. Olive Thomas. Olive Thomas married young, at age 16, but soon divorced and moved to New York. A spontaneous entry in a beauty contest changed her life, leading her straight to the Ziegfeld Follies. Her radiant looks made her a sensation, and she even posed for a famed artist's nude paintings. Moving into silent films, she shone at Triangle Pictures, rapidly rising to stardom. In 1920, at just 25, she and her husband Jack traveled to France for a break. Tragically, she accidentally swallowed mercury bichloride in a dark hotel bathroom, mistaking it for another medication. The shocking event led to her death days later. Despite her brief career, Olive left behind iconic film roles and an unforgettable mark on early Hollywood glamour. 2. Robert Francis. Robert Francis was a promising talent on the brink of major stardom. He initially dreamed of becoming an Olympic skier, but his handsome, wholesome look attracted a talent scout's attention. After military service in the U.S. Army, he studied drama and eventually secured a contract with Columbia Pictures. His breakout was in the naval courtroom drama The Caine Mutiny, starring opposite heavyweights like Humphrey Bogart and Van Johnson. He excelled at playing likable military types in subsequent roles, proving he had strong potential for greater success. Tragically, his keen interest in aviation led to a fatal private plane crash in 1955, just after takeoff in Burbank. The crash killed Robert and 2 others instantly. Gone at 25, he remains a symbol of unfulfilled Hollywood promise. 3. Francoise Dorleac. Francoise Dorleac was the older sister of famed actress Catherine Deneuve. Raised in a theatrical family, Francoise made her first stage appearance at 10 with remarkable ease. Known for her stylish flair and exquisite charm, she gained fame through roles in La Peau Douce and the comedic spy spoof That Man from Rio. Her playful energy and infectious spirit shone brightly as she paired with Catherine in the colorful musical The Young Girls of Rochefort. Critics and audiences saw the makings of an international star. Sadly, her life ended in a car crash on a highway near Nice in 1967. She was only 25. Her undeniable talent and elegance still captivate film lovers who cherish her vibrant, timeless performances. 4. Belinda Lee. Belinda Lee displayed an early flair for acting. As a striking young beauty, she studied at RADA in London and quickly caught the eye of talent scouts. Groomed by the Rank organization, she was initially cast in decorative roles, often described as a second-string Diana Dors. Eager for more challenging parts, Belinda moved to Italy, seductive historical characters like Lucrezia Borgia. Her personal life also drew controversy, including an affair with a prince that stirred headlines. Despite being frustrated with typecasting, she continued working steadily. In 1961, while traveling from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, a devastating car crash ended her life at 25. She had sought to reinvent herself, but her promising path was sadly cut short. 5. Dirk Rambo. Dirk Rambo was part of a show business family. He was the twin brother of actor Dirk Rambo. Dirk caught Hollywood's attention with his good looks and natural screen presence. He landed roles in TV series like The New Loretta Young Show and also appeared in smaller film projects. While his career never reached the intense spotlight of major Hollywood headliners, he was steadily building his reputation, showing quiet determination and talent. Tragically, his potential was lost when he died in 1967 after an accidental shooting in Hollywood. He was only 25. Dirk's life and career remain less documented than many stars, but his brief appearances remain a testament to his promise. Fans still remember him as a symbol of youthful potential gone too soon. 6. Aileen Marson. Raised in a cosmopolitan setting, she developed a passion for performing and eventually pursued an acting career in England. Her polished elegance and capable screen presence gained notice, and she starred in films like Temptation and Blind Folly. Aileen's refined beauty matched the glamorous era of the 1930s British cinema, helping her secure promising roles in both dramas and lighter fare. Off-camera, she married Jack Scott, and her personal life seemed stable. However, her shining path was cut short when she died in 1939, in London at 26. The cause was linked to complications from a sudden illness. Although time has blurred her name, Aileen Marson remains an example of early British screen sophistication taken far too soon. 7. Tom Pittman. Tom Pittman nurtured big dreams of Hollywood stardom. Audience members and medical personnel hurried to assist, but he was quickly pronounced dead at the hospital. The official cause of death was a massive heart attack. Fans were left in disbelief, as many had just seen him full of energy moments before. His passion for music and strong connection with the crowd had endeared him to listeners across Brazil. Losing him on stage felt like a tragic shock, reminding everyone of life's unpredictability. Although it happened so suddenly, his performances and songs continue to resonate with his admirers. Pedro Henrique's legacy lives on through his music and the memories he created. He is missed. 7. Screen fall on dancers. Number 7 is the frightening screen fall on dancers incident. On July 28, 2022, at the Hong Kong Coliseum, popular boy band Mirror was putting on a show before thousands of fans. Suddenly, a huge overhead video screen detached and plummeted onto the stage, striking one dancer directly and then falling onto others. In a moment of chaos, the music stopped as horrified spectators watched. Emergency crews rushed onto the scene, and the show was immediately halted. 2 male dancers were rushed to the hospital, with one suffering serious neck injuries and placed in intensive care. Several fans were also treated for shock. Authorities in Hong Kong swiftly intervened, suspending the rest of Mirror's concert series until thorough safety checks could be performed. The city's chief executive expressed deep concern, calling for a complete investigation. This event became a stark reminder of potential hazards in large-scale live concerts. Nelson Eddy. Nelson Eddy was a famous baritone singer and actor, well-loved for appearances in classic musicals alongside Jeanette MacDonald. On March 5, 1967, he was performing at the Sans Souci Hotel in Miami Beach, Florida, when he suddenly collapsed while singing Dardanella. Gail Sherwood, his longtime stage partner, and accompanist Ted Paxson rushed to help him, but Eddy's condition was critical. He was taken to Mount Sinai Medical Center, where doctors found he had suffered a cerebral hemorrhage. Sadly, he passed away in the early hours of March 6 at age 65. Known for his smooth, operatic voice and romantic duets, Nelson Eddy left behind a legacy of memorable performances. He was buried at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, near his loved ones. Fans still cherish his musicals, which continue to be replayed on classic film channels. His iconic voice remains immortal in countless recordings and revered. Bruce Hampton. On May 1, 2017, he was celebrating his 70th birthday at the Fox Theater in Atlanta with a legendary concert dubbed Hampton 70. Friends from bands like Widespread Panic, Fish, and the Tedeschi Trucks Band joined the celebration. During the encore performance of Turn On Your Love Light, Hampton suddenly lay down on stage, arm draped over a monitor. Initially, fans and musicians assumed it was one of his playful stunts. However, when it became clear he was not moving, they stopped playing to check on him. He was rushed to a local hospital, but he never recovered from the heart attack. Known for his improvisational style and groundbreaking work with groups like the Aquarium Rescue Unit, Bruce Hampton spent decades inspiring others. His final moments on stage epitomized his life's passion, sharing music with fellow artists and captivating audiences everywhere. Missed forever. Sib Hashian. Number 10 is Sib Hashian. He was the drummer for the legendary rock band Boston, famous for hits like More Than a Feeling. Born on August 17, 1949, Hashian joined Boston in the mid-70s, helping shape their iconic sound. On March 22, 2017, he was performing on the Legends of Rock cruise aboard the Independence of the Seas. Suddenly, while in the middle of a set, he collapsed on stage without warning. Fellow musicians and medical personnel rushed to his side and attempted to revive him, but were unable to do so. He was pronounced dead at age 67, reportedly from a heart attack. Fans worldwide were stunned, and tributes poured in from the rock community. Hashian's powerful drumming is remembered for adding energy to Boston's best-loved songs. Though he passed away at sea, he continues to live on through the timeless records in the hearts of fans. Miriam Makeba. Miriam Makeba, often called Mama Africa. She was a South African singer and activist who rose to global fame for her distinctive voice and outspoken stance against apartheid. On November 9, 2008, Makeba was performing at a benefit concert in Castel Volturno, Italy, an event highlighting opposition to organized crime. Shortly after singing her signature track Pata Pata, she collapsed on stage. Paramedics arrived swiftly, but she passed away from a heart attack at age 76. Known for blending Afropop, jazz, and world music, Makeba's career spanned decades, earning her countless fans worldwide. She fearlessly used her music to spotlight injustice, even testifying against apartheid at the United Nations. Though exiled from her homeland for many years, she never lost her deep cultural roots. Miriam Makeba's sudden passing reminded the world of her lasting influence as both a musical trailblazer and a champion of human rights. Meet Loaf, Marvin Lee Eddy. Famous for theatrical rock anthems like Bat Out of Hell, he gained immense popularity through his powerful voice and dramatic stage presence. On June 16, 2016, while performing at the Northern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium in Edmonton, he suddenly collapsed mid-show. His bandmates and emergency responders jumped into action, providing immediate assistance before rushing him to a local hospital. Doctors later confirmed severe dehydration as the cause of the collapse. Just days prior, he had postponed another show due to illness, raising concerns about his health. Meatloaf had a history of medical scares on stage, including incidents linked to Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. Though he recovered from this Edmonton event, fans were deeply worried about his well-being. His high-energy performances continued to thrill audiences, reaffirming his legacy as one of rock's most distinctive and passionate singers. He remains an unforgettable rock icon. Juan Formell. He was a Grammy-nominated Cuban-American musician and bassist for the iconic band Los Van Van. On May 26, 2023, while performing at the Lehman Center for the Performing Arts in New York City, Formell suddenly collapsed on stage. Concerned band members and staff immediately called for medical assistance. Rushed to the hospital, he was pronounced dead from a heart attack at just 59. Born into a musical dynasty, he was the son of Juan Formell, who originally founded Los Van Van. After his father's passing, Juan Carlos continued the band's storied Afro-Cuban style, showcasing his talents on global stages. His unexpected death deeply saddened fans and fellow artists, who admired his skillful bass playing and commitment to preserving Cuban musical heritage. Many tributes poured in, reflecting on his extraordinary contributions. Even after his passing, his spirit lives on in his unforgettable performances forever.